Yeah, hi, I'm Sindhu Ernala. I'm a third year computer science PhD student at Georgia Tech. I am a member of the Social Dynamics and Wellbeing Lab. My research interest is in social computing, and I'm interested to analyze how social media can act as a mental health intervention platform. Mental health challenges are one of the leading causes of disability in the society, and since 2014 there's a lot of research in HCI and clinical communities that have been trying to use social media data to predict mental health status of people. And the idea is, if we can do a good job at this, we can have new knowledge that's naturalistic and unobtrusive that can be used to provide early interventions, early diagnosis, and patient-provider interventions, right? And there's a lot of work right now that shows that we are able to build models using machine learning that can predict people's mental health states from social media. So we are at this time right now in the space where we ask whether we can use these models in the real world. Are we ready to use them in the real world, right? And the paper that I'm presenting here is answering some of those questions. So before we take these models and approaches to the real world, we have to test whether they actually generalize to patient populations. So what is the efficacy of these techniques, and also what is the validity of these techniques? And so what we found, and the biggest takeaway, is there's a lot of work so far that has been using online social media data and behaviors as proxy diagnosis, right? Because looking at data online, we cannot identify a clinical diagnosis of an individual. So a lot of work has used these proxy diagnostic signals, which are just online behaviors that might indicate whether someone is suffering from an illness or not. What we found was, if we go ahead and use these proxy diagnostic signals from social media and build these models, they do not generalize onto patient populations, who are the people you want to use these models for eventually. So our main takeaway is, if the research agenda is to build machine learning models that can be used for clinical interventions using social media data, we have to work with patient populations. We have to harness relationships across clinicians and patients, and we have to work with patient population data to build these models.
I think